Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Divya Agarwal from Unacademy. So friends, in this video we will be discussing about chemical reactions of carbons. In previous videos we have discussed about what is the nucleophilic behavior of carbons, how do they react. So now in this particular lecture we will be discussing about the pi insertion, about the sigma insertion, rearrangements and many more reactions. Okay. So if you are new to the channel and yet you have not subscribed, so I request you to subscribe, share and like. And yes, this is my profile on Unacademy. You can go through the profile if you just click on the link which is given in the description. Okay. So in this platform, what you will get in this platform, you will be getting more than 1000 videos which are free. Okay. Many of them are recorded. Okay, many of them are recorded and some are live. Some are live in the sense that every day we used to take 2 to 3 classes live. Okay, so these are free of cost, like you need not to pay anything for these classes, so you just can come be the part of the classes. Okay, these are all the classes which you can get. Okay, and one more thing, if you are if you want to go through some free courses, there are many free courses also, and there are some IIT JAM courses. Like if you are a student of IIT JAM and if you want to prepare for 2021 or 2022 or any other year, then for that you can go through these lectures as well. Okay, so let us start with the class. Then first of all, let me just tell you, this is my profile, and yes, let us start with the topic. So topic of the day, as I have told you already, we were on carbons. Yes, isn't it? We were on carbons, and in this lecture we will discuss chemical reactions of carbons. Fine, chemical reactions of carbons. Okay, so we'll be discussing about the chemical reactions. Okay, so in chemical reactions we must know that there are three types of chemical reactions. One is sigma insertion for carbons. Okay, second one matlab pi insertion, second one is sigma insertion, and third one is rearrangement. So we will be going through all these one by one. Okay, rearrangement. So this is the overview of what we'll be doing in this video. Fine, so let's start with the first topic, that is pi insertion. Fine, so let us start with the first topic, that is pi insertion. Okay, pi insertion. So guys, as you know already, we have already discussed that we have two types of carbons. One is singlet carbene, and second carbon which we have in our hand is triplet carbene. Okay, so pi insertion in case of sigma singlet carbene is different, and in case of triplet carbene it is again different. Okay, so basically how it works, let us just elaborate. Okay, so see, first of all I will be taking the singlet carbene. Fine, I'll be taking singlet carbene. So let us take one example, singlet carbene. With example, I will explain the mechanism that how this pi insertion takes place. So see, if I have written this is cis carbene, and consider cis alkene. This is cis alkene. Okay, and consider it as cis. It is cis only. Okay, and if you just treat it with the carbene, and carbene is singlet, I will be taking the carbene which is singlet initially. Okay, just consider this alkene, this carbene as singlet. Okay, now you must have known, you must have read the molecular orbital theory. Okay, if not, please go through. So basically, I said that there will be the pi insertion, isn't it? So pi insertion simply means, see, this is electrophilic in nature, isn't it? This carbene is electrophilic in nature, means it will be attracted by the species which have high electron density. So these electrons will definitely go and get entered in this particular orbital. Fine, it will get entered into the orbital. So meanwhile this will move here, but here there should be some orbitals. So let me tell you one thing guys, as there is this is a pi bond, so corresponding to this pi bond there must be some orbitals which are pi star. According to molecular orbital theory, there should be pi star is an empty orbital, isn't it? So there should be empty orbital of pi. So in that pi bond there will be the insertion of these two electrons like this. Okay, so these two electrons of carbene will be inserted. This will be pi star and this is pi. Okay, and this is pi bond. So overall in this mechanism, if you just write the steps, so ultimately what you will be getting, you will be getting this type of thing. See, now see, this yellow bond is about to break, this yellow bond is about to form, and this yellow bond is also about to form. So I'll be writing it here. This is about to break, this is about to form, this is about to form. Okay, so this bond breaking, okay, bond breaking and bond formation. Bond breaking and formation are, simultaneous. You know what is simultaneous? Simultaneous means back to back, means in same manner bond is being formed, and in the same time bond is being broken. Okay, so we call this concerted mechanism also. Okay, we can call this as concerted mechanism also. Okay, concerted mechanism also, because there is a formation of a three-membered ring. Okay, there is a formation of a three-membered ring, and this is a transition state. Okay, this is not an intermediate, this is a transition state. So I hope this is clear to you all. Fine. So now what I will be doing, I will be just writing it like this. Okay, I will be writing it like this. So I have written, and this is it. Okay, so this is the ultimate product which we have received out of this particular reaction. So what is this? This is cyclopropane. Fine. What is this? This is cyclopropane, and this cyclopropane has stereo of cis. See, you can see this is cis, isn't it? So this is cis. So as because we got only cis product, this is cis initial, this was cis, so the product which I have received is also cis. So therefore we say that this is stereo specific. This is stereo specific. Okay, this is stereo specific. Specific means only one product will be formed, that will be cis. If in place of cis, if I could have taken the trans alkene, if I have taken trans, okay, then the product which I'll receive will also be trans. So therefore we'll say that this is stereo specific. It's not like that there will be the formation of cis and then the minor amount of trans will be formed. No, it's not the case. Why? Because this reaction mechanism is concerted. Concerted means same time bond is formed and same time bond is broken. Am I clear? So I hope this part is clear to you all. If you have not written yet, you can take screenshot. I have erased. So let's move further. So now see, you can see cis gives cis, just this thing. Okay, cis alkene will give cis product, cis cyclopropane. Okay, cis cyclopropane. And if I take trans alkene, then I'll be getting trans cyclopropane. Therefore we call that if singlet carbene is used, then the product which is formed is stereo specific. Product which is formed is stereo specific. I hope this part is very much clear to you all. Okay, so you must have read about the pericyclic reaction. Have you heard about chelotropic reactions? Yes, chelotropic reaction. So this is one example of chelotropic reaction only. Okay, chelotropic reaction. Okay, so I hope this part is very much clear to you all. Now let us consider triplet carbene and we'll move forward with the triplet carbene. Fine. So I'll erase this. I will just erase this. Erased. Now listen. I will be writing triplet carbene. Okay, this is triplet carbene. So now what is triplet carbene? How to work on this? So let us see. See, triplet carbene in let me just write. Okay, let me tell you the mechanism. After that I'll conclude what happens. Okay, so again I will be taking cis alkene only. I will be taking cis alkene only, and to this I will provide triplet carbene. Fine. Now what is triplet carbene? If we just go through what is triplet carbene, this is triplet carbene. So it means where both the spins are at the same part. Okay, now if to this bond, if I just break this bond, then obviously just a minute, if I just break this bond, then obviously I will be having one spin in this manner and one spin in this manner, isn't it? Because these two opposite spins must have interacted to form that pi bond, isn't it? So now as you know that this and this, they are opposite to each other, so therefore they will form bond. But because this and this are of same phase, so they will not form bond. So therefore there will be the formation of this part, CH3C, C, CH3. Here I will be getting CH2, and yes, here I have one. Let me just change the color. This, and I will be having this. So now what next? Now in this case there will be 2 points. Okay, there will be 2 points or 2 pathways, you can say 2 pathways. So what we can do, guys, we can just flip the spin. First point I can flip the spin. Means if I provided some little amount of heat, then there is a chance that this spin will be it will flip. And if this spin will flip, then I will be getting this part. C, here I have CH2 like this, and I'll be getting the spin in different this downside, and therefore now they will interact, and after this interaction they will form this product, and this will be very much happy to form this product. Okay, so this is one pathway. Second pathway is what we can do, as because you know that initially it was a double bond, so it cannot rotate, but here now this bond is single, this bond is very much single, and if it is single, so obviously it can rotate. There is a chance that it will rotate. If you provide it with heat, it may rotate, and if it is rotated, then there will be the formation of, you know what, there will be the formation of a trans, this will be trans. Okay, now spins are as such, this is like this and this is like this, so after rotation there will be spin flip, after rotation there will be spin flip, and after spin flip there will be, it will be like this now, and they will interact and they will form another product. I hope this is very much clear to you all. There will be the formation of this product, and you can easily see they are in opposite manner. I'll say that one product, if I just flip the spin, then the product is cis. But if I first rotate, and after that if I flip the spin, then I'll get the product that is trans. So in this triplet case, there is a chance that there will be the formation of a two product. One is cis cyclopropane, second one is trans cyclopropane. Now question arises. I hope this part is very much clear to you all. Let me encircle. This is one product cis and this is another product trans. Okay, so now the point is that which one is major. Okay, which one should be major? So if you just think about it, then you'll be knowing that spin flip is not a harsh task, it's not a hard task. Spin flip means if you provide little bit of energy, then that spin will rotate, spin will just flip. But if you want to rotate a single bond, then obviously it will require more amount of energy than that of the spin's flip. And here after rotation there will be the spin flip. So this becomes quite difficult. First there will be rotation, then there will be spin flip, isn't it? First there will be rotation, then there will be spin flip, so it becomes quite difficult. So difficult in the sense that it will require more energy. In this case there will be requirement of more energy, but here amount of energy should be less. So therefore we say that the product is stereoselective. The products here are stereoselective. Now which one will be stereochemically selected? Cis one is major. Why? Because in trans more amount of energy is required, so selectively this product will be major. I hope this part is very much clear to you all. This part is clear to you all. So let me raise this, okay? Then I will conclude some points. So now listen, what I said if I use triplet carbene, if I treat triplet carbene with any of the cis alkene, then there will be the formation of two products. One product will be cis and one product will be trans, isn't it? One product will be cis, another product will be trans. Okay, since both the products are different, so we have to consider which one should be taken as major. So this cis product is major. Why? Because here it needs rotation, and after rotation it needs spin flip, which will consume more of our heat and energy. So therefore this is quite this will be minor. Whereas in this part only flip, we have to just flip. So therefore this will be the major product, this will be the minor product. So ultimately we will conclude that if this cis alkene is treated with triplet carbene, then the product will be cis and trans. So we call this as stereoselective. This is stereoselective, but which one is major? Cis one is major in place of trans. But when is cis major? Only if your alkene is cis initially. If for example, let for an instance the alkene which I have taken was initially trans, so if you treat it with triplet carbene, then the product will be again cis and trans, but at this time trans will be major. Why? Because initially it was trans, so the product will be trans. Because if you want this to be converted to cis, it needs rotation. and we will not rotate, because if you rotate then it will consume more of our energy. So conclusion is that if you treat any alkene with triplet carbene, then it will be stereo selective. I hope this part is very much clear to you all. Fine. So guys, thank you so much for being with me till this topic. So what I will be doing in next video, tomorrow you will get another video where I will continue this. Okay. So thank you so much for joining. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.